welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, thanks for watching. Today I'm including another wonderful freebie, and I'm going to show you guys how to do Japanese book binding. I know it sounds intimidating, and if you've heard about it and you've seen it, it looks intimidating, but it's not. It's so easy, it's so simple, and we're going to figure out how to do it together today. I kind of already know a little bit about how to do it, so hopefully I can teach you guys. This kit that I've created, we're going to make a miniature mushroom book journal thing. Yeah, words. And I originally designed this to just stick in a journal. You cut these out, you put something on the back, and it turned into a pocket. But then I remembered Japanese book binding and how it's interesting because you can bind single sheets of paper together. You don't need your paper to be folded and do like a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. You just could use this as is and just bind them like that. That's not what we're doing. We're making a miniature journal, but that's the idea. So I have front cover, back cover, which will be pockets. This is a belly band. That's a little die cut, sticker, whatever you want to do with it. These will be our cards on the front and back, some grungy numbers, a pocket, some more little mushroom die cuts, fill notes, stamps, stickers, whatever you want to call them. These two will be pages within the journal, and these two will be tags. So I'm really excited about it. It looks gorgeous. It turned out wonderful, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. But this is going to be a pretty lengthy video, so let's get to it. I'm going to cut all these, get them where they need to be, grab some coffee, and then we'll get started. Okay, I'm back. I have cut everything out and put it in little sections on my mat. I really need to ink the edges. I probably should have fast forwarded that. I'm sorry. I'm going to ink the edges real quick and possibly fast forward this. I'm not sure, depending on how long it takes. I'm inking with ground espresso, my favorite dark ink for the grungy stuff. I like vintage photo. I know a lot of us crafters use vintage photo, but there's just something about that ground espresso that I really, really love for the grungy journals. I hope you all are doing well today, and I hope you are excited for another little craft session. I want to both apologize and express deep gratitude for those that gave feedback on my last video. I've been really struggling with camera angles lately, and no matter how much I try to get it fixed when I sit down and craft, it just, something happens and it messes up. I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm hoping today this video will be much better. I appreciate you so much for your patience and sticking with me as I figure things out. I'm a very new channel, very new content creator when it comes to junk journaling. I've only been doing junk journaling for a couple of years, and I've only been recording it for, oh my goodness, a couple of months now. So I'm still working out all the kinks. I appreciate you guys being here, and thank you so much for the amazing, I'm just blown away at the amazing support that I've been given since I posted a freebie in my Ko-fi shop, and all those that have reached out and expressed how much they love the little freebie that I made and the video. And I just thank you guys so much. It's been such a joy reading all those nice comments, and I love to inspire and to help people create. It's always been in my blood to be sort of, I don't know, a teacher of sorts. I've always been a little artistic throughout life, drawing and trying to paint, even though I'm really bad at painting. I'm trying to get better at it, and now I've, delved into graphic design and started doing more of that. And I've really figured out where I want to go, like what I want to do with my art. And junk journaling has really allowed me to express myself in a way that I've never really been able to do that before. I stumbled upon junk journaling when I was actually looking for things for Bible journaling, like stickers or things online, and I kept seeing junk journal in a lot of the descriptions and titles of like items that I was gonna buy online for junk journal, like scrapbook paper and stuff like that. And I had never heard of junk journaling, so I Googled it. I may have told this story already, I don't know, but I Googled it, and it opened up a whole nother world to me that I couldn't really do that I didn't want to do in my Bible journaling. Like, my Bible journaling is just note-taking. I don't do the art and things like that. It's just, notes and stickers and making it cute and things like that, and just help me get into the Word of God. But I didn't want to do a bunch of art and things like that but in my Bible, but I did want to do it separately. And junk journaling has just helped me figure out how to merge those two worlds together. And it's been a great time. It's been wonderful. And now that I can pretty much make any graphic that I could want, it's really helped me out with being creative. And I want to give back. I want to give back to this wonderful community by offering freebies and things like that. I want to make and hopefully inspire someone else that doesn't really know how to junk journal. I want to, bring more people over to junk journaling, if that makes sense. Oh, I forgot. I was going to use my corner punch and punch some corners in this. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay, I found it. Deep in my drawer somewhere. This is totally optional, by the way. I'm really bad about making rounded edges as perfect as I want them to be. And I know this is junk journaling and we should not strive for perfection, but I don't want my corners to be wonky. Not fathom, but what's the word? I don't like it. I loathe it entirely. So you guys can just ignore this part if you don't want to do that. And if you're like me that likes a little bit of perfection, then you've come to the right place. I'm so much harder on myself, Okay. Oh yes, the numbers. use them all. Just want to get a few. And if I end up using a different number, then I'll do that along the way. So, how this is going to go, it's going to be super grungy. To what? Okay, it might not be super grungy compared to some, but it is to me. This is very different. So I have corrugated cardboard, and it is going to be the front and back of our journal. I cut one down just to make sure I have the right dimensions for the way that I want it, and it fits nicely. You know, that's going to be the front. And if you're wanting to know measurements, I don't even know. A little over 4.5 by 6.5. So just play around with it. You can make it flush to your slide. That doesn't matter. But what we're going to do is we're going to work on building the journal, and then we're going to bind it, because it'll be much easier to bind last than it would be to do it first and then build everything. It would be super difficult. So, real quick, you're going to probably want to print this out on cardstock. I did, and my cardstock is not very thick. It's very cheap. So if that's all you have, that's okay. We could back this, which I probably should. But I'm not going to. I don't have time. So we're just going to turn this into a pocket. So with any pocket, left, right, bottom, that's where you glue to keep the middle open. You just need a little bit of glue, just a little. And either one can go on the front. They're both the same size. They both work for this. So however you want to do it. I'm gonna let that dry. I might have to adjust a little. Okay. Set that to the side. Oh, dang it. Let's see if I can glue it to this part. It'll be okay. We're going to set it to the side and let it dry and not worry about it. And then work on the back. I should probably measure it with this one. Okay. Just cutting some of that off. I don't need that part. It's kind of wonky, but that's okay. Let me get a ruler and clean that up some. I don't like that. I do apologize for my children in the background. Alright, so that edge is not so clean. We're going to distress it. And if you don't like this noise, I do apologize. You are more than welcome to fast forward. Just distressing, making it look grungy. junky, scrappy, you know. This will probably glue down better because I have a little bit of this going on. So what you probably want to do, just to make this easier on yourself, is if you like the corrugated cardboard look for the window, leave some of the, like tear some of the corrugated cardboard off here, but then leave some on your side so it's easier to glue down. In hindsight, you know, that's what I should have done. Glue in the sides. Those are going to glue down pretty good on that side. This side, not so much. But that's okay. We're just going to get where the corrugated cardboard is. Stick some glue there. And then allow this to dry. And work on the cards. So these two are going to be pages within the book. Actually, no. Strike that. They are going to go on the inside. We can go ahead and glue that down and let it dry. Like I said, it doesn't matter which is front and which is back. They're going to be the same. Mushrooms and slides vary a little bit, but not much. Beautiful. Okay, so these are the cards that will go down in here. I am going to back them on something. Let me see if I can utilize some. No, I want it to be structured. I'll be right back. Let me get a manila folder, which is my favorite way to back these things. All right, got my file folder. Let me move these out of the way. I will probably do the same for those. I'm just going to speed through this process. I'm just gluing the bits down on the file folder just to make it a little more structured, and that way it's easier to use. There's no need of filming this so you guys can see it. And all I have near me is 2-inch, so that's what we're going to be using. Completely optional. Oh, we don't have to do the back because that's going to be glued down. Cool. Okay, great. Got all that done. Now for our pages, I've got some of my coffee dyed stencil paper and a couple of regular coffee dyed paper. And the great thing about this is you can fill it as big as you want it. I saw this hanging and I was like, I don't like that. Okay. and make sure these are good. Okay, great. Oh yes, I was gonna do my tabs. Okay, before we get started on the pages, I want to tab these. And where is my, let me get a sip of coffee. Okay, here's my tab. I'm just gonna use a piece of coffee dyed index card on one. And then I've got some, I don't even know what this is. What are these called? Don't they have a name? I don't know. I don't know what they're called. The name fails me at the moment. Okay. So we're gonna glue these down. Make sure it's centered and not crooked, like what I'm trying to do right now. Oh no, you know what I should have done? I should ink the edges. What am I doing? This is a grungy journal. Right? Oh well, it'll be okay. Just pry that back open. Add some more glue. And there we go. I don't think that's centered, but it's okay. We're gonna do better on the next one. Trial and error, right? Not sure what my child is doing in there. I can hear her doing something she probably shouldn't, which means I should probably go check on her. Let me go see what she's doing. Yeah, she's definitely into something that she shouldn't be. Be right back. Okay. I just noticed I didn't ink the edges of my belly band. Now, I wonder if I should do an eyelet. Let's do an eyelet. I already got the stuff out. Why not? It sounds a lot harder than it really is. Okay, let me see how these work. It's a little snug. Did I glue it down too much? Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to get this in there. There we go. Cool. It'll be okay. Let's get that fixed right here. So it can go in there. There's room. It's just being finicky. Probably because I'm filming. That's how it goes, right? That one was much easier. So I believe the trick is to leave a little bit of the corrugated cardboard intact so you can glue it down. Makes it much easier. Okay. So we're going to glue our fill notes down. Grab one of our mushrooms that I forgot to ink. And then a number. I don't know how I want to do that. Let's do it right here. If you guys haven't noticed, I grew up in Alabama, so yeah, my accent's pretty heavy. If that's annoying, I'm sorry. I just noticed it in this video. Yes. Okay. There's our front and back cover. Totally cute. It's going to be amazing. Love it. Okay. Let me move some of this out of the way because we're going to tear some pages. Okay. So I have some paper here. I think I'm going to do an odd number. It doesn't matter. But I need to do some measuring because I want them to be the same size. But I also want to have some ripped edges on my paper. So we're going to do it like this. Okay. I'm going to also do a hole in this so it's much easier to use as a pocket. Ink the edges so we can get a little more definition there. Glue down the sides. This is totally optional. I just decided to do this. This was not in the original blueprint, but that's okay. Let's put you... Okay, I'm not entirely sure what happened. I realized that none of what I was doing was being recorded. So, we're gonna do this again. This has been an ordeal trying to get this video out to you guys. Last recording that I remember was of working on the pages. So now, I have my holes punched in my cover and in the back, but my papers need the holes punched through them. So I'm going to, however many papers it is, line them up. This would be easier if I hadn't already done the holes, but that's okay. Just line it all up. Arrange it however you want it. It's okay if some pages are sticking out. That doesn't bother me. And then we're going to clamp it together. Okay. You can do, okay, so the way Japanese bookbinding works is you can do as many holes as you want. But I'm only doing 3 just for simplicity. So I'm going to punch, where? Okay, hold on. I have to have my back and front lined up, and it wasn't lined up. Okay. Clamp this back. I feel like I've been working on this video all morning. I believe I have. Stopping and going. My kids are asleep now, so we should be able to do this uninterrupted. I don't know if I recorded this or not, but I've had to cut it and redo this. So you need 4 lengths of your book. I always do a little bit extra. I don't need that right this second. Needle straight through. Okay, now for the holes. I'm gonna take my awl, poke through to the back, poke through to the back, and poke through to the back. Now I'm going to reinforce those holes. Not reinforce them, but just make sure they're good. Okay. Now, the way that this works is we're not going to start on the front or the back. We're actually going to start in the middle. So we need to find our middle point. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 8 holes, including front and back. So 4 is my middle. So here's the back of the book. Here's the front of the book. We're going to find our middle. We're going to take our needle and we're going to go through the center hole to the front of the cover. We're going to leave a little for the final thing. And I'll explain that later. Okay, there we are. Okay. Trying to make sure I don't do this wrong. Okay. From here, we need to make our way up to either side. I'm going to start at the top. We're going to poke our needle through. We're going to go all the way through. Now, we're going to wrap the spine. Make sure you're keeping your string tight. All the way through to the back. Tight. Okay. Now we're going to go to our middle hole. Go all the way through. Keep it tight. And we're going to wrap the spine. So through that hole once more. Keep it tight. Okay, now that we're here, we're going to go in our bottom hole all the way through. Wrap the spine. Pulling tight. Okay. And now, since this part, our middle hole has already been wrapped, we don't have to wrap it again. So we can unclamp this, find our center once more. Okay, there it is. And then go through, but not all the way through the end to the back. Not all the way through to the back, I mean. We're just going to go through the middle and out. Which is kind of tricky. Hopefully going to be able to show you guys how I do this. Oh, what is happening? I need it to go through the same hole without splicing through this one. There we go. All right, I'm going to pull it tight and tie. Not too tight, but, you know, decently tight. Trim off the edges. Or you could do a bow, whatever you want to do. It's a little loose. I don't know how that happened. Oh. And there you have it. There's our little book. You want to make sure that you pull tight. These strings should be much tighter than this. I don't know what happened. I think I should try again. You think? I think I can. Fix it like that. That's what I love about wax string, because you can just redo it. Okay, let me pull that just a little tighter. Pull that just a little tighter. I'm just pulling these strings is all. Okay. Apparently the hardest part of this is making sure it's tight. I don't know why I wasn't able to achieve that the way that I needed to achieve it in this video, but hopefully it will suffice. A little better. Okay. So now let's do some decorating. I want to, let's put, I only have so many pages, so let's put our belly band here. And that's, I didn't mean to do all that. That's where that will go. Let's put our pocket here. Now I've glued something on the back of this to make it a pocket already. So I'm just going to glue down the back of this. There we go with that. Now I thought I had another, there it is. I'm going to put an eyelet on this tag. My eyelets are not doing well today. Okay, and I have some coffee dyed cloth here. Oh yeah, I need to do both ends. Hopefully it's not too thick to go through. So finicky. Everything's being so finicky today. And it's supposed to just be simple. Okay, I'm gonna tear these off. And then cut. I know somebody mentioned about me cutting things off like that, but don't worry, I have a box that I throw all of that in and I reuse it for snippets and things like that. Don't worry, nothing gets wasted. All right. I think we are done. Yeah, there's a few more things left in it for you to maybe make your own cluster or your own, maybe make another tag or something like that. Decorate it out however you want. Lots of writing space in this little mini journal, but it's beautiful and I love it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like it was a disaster because of all the stop and goes, but you guys won't know that because I'll edit it out. But hopefully you enjoyed this. I enjoyed making it. I love this kit, and I hope you guys too do too. So thank you so much for supporting my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to grab this freebie and do this on your own. I would love to see it, so please join my Facebook group at Inked Edges. I will link that in the description as well. I think I said I was going to link it in my last video and I forgot, so don't worry, I'll be sure to do that this time. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I value you more than you will ever know. The support means so much to me, so thank you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.